Hey, Switch, I love you guys so much, and I want to share just one big thought with you to celebrate something that you already are, and I believe something that God wants to stir you to become even more. At our church, we love to say that we will lead the way with irrational generosity because we truly believe it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. If I can be really honest with you, I didn't grow up this way. I was a tightwad. I didn't want to give, didn't like to give, but midway through the church, God started to change my heart. We started to give free resources. My family started to give even more, and it totally revolutionized our relationship with God, and we experienced way more blessings than we ever thought possible. I was spurred, sparked, moved, blown away years ago when one of my daughters was probably about the same age as many of you, who came in with her life savings, heard about something at the church where there were kids that didn't have the Bible in another part of the world, and my little girl brought in all of her money and said, I want to give this to help these students find Bibles. I thought to myself, I am not going to let my daughter outgive me to honor God, to making a difference in this world, and it really sparked me to be more generous. But I want to say, as many of you, you're already this way. You recognize that God has given you resources to make a difference. You minister to your friends, you love, you give. I believe God wants to do even more. As Jesus followers, we start with the tithe. What is that? We return 10% of what God trusts us with back to Him. You babysit, we give 10% to God. You mow somebody's yard, we give 10% to God. That's the beginning point. Then we start to recognize God has given us all these resources, and when we can leverage them and make a difference, you can make a difference in the lives of your friends. You can bless your parents. You can inspire other people to be more generous. What I want you to know is I believe in you. You have passion. You have intensity. You have generosity. You can grow in generosity and make a massive difference. Switch. You're the best of the best. I love you with all my heart. Go represent God in all you do. We'll lead the way with irrational generosity because we truly believe it's more blessed to give than to receive.